Good morning. Good morning, Vanderson. First of all, it's a pleasure to meet you, to having you here, to have this conversation, one-on-one conversation. And my name is Endel Miller. I'm host on TNT. I have been hosting here since the beginning of the pandemic, more or less. And yeah, it's my pleasure. Can you say something about you to introduce yourself, please?
I'm Vanderson. I'm from São José, a small city in Rio de Janeiro.
Mhm.
I'm studying English for 6 months alone. English is very hard for me. I'm
And I,
24 years. I'm
mhm.
24 years old. Nice to meet you too. I'm a first time on TNT.
Awesome. So be welcome.
Oh, thanks.
And what do you do for a living? Um,
I'm living in São José, a small
yeah,
city
but
in Rio.
yeah, okay, but what do you do for a living? Working with what?
Okay. I'm a self-employed.
Okay.
I I'm investor, investing in their companies, energy solar.
Okay. Well, I I had that you want to talk about uh, unblock your conversation skills, something like that, isn't it?
Okay.
So, um, Mel, to tell me more about your learning process and something like that. What you are doing in learning. Uh, are you practicing a lot? Are you on a course and something like that?
I'm watching movies in English and
Awesome.
YouTube videos only.
Okay. So I highly recommend you to attend the most TNT conversation that we have. It's your first time, so be welcome. I think you found a very good opportunity to learn a lot with us, in a conversation, because of course you are starting in a one-on-one conversation that we are doing right now, but we are running along the whole week, a lot of groups conversation,
Okay.
and we can learn together, because the purpose of the group conversation is to provide a very respectful environment to all the people with a lot of different levels and background, can learn together, okay, without judgment and so on, learning vocabulary and feel comfortable doing that. So it's a very nice and very good opportunity. I think you found. So yeah, that's it. But what do you think? It's hard. It's hard in English. What do you think is the most hard you consider?
Um, um, and grammar is very, very hard. I'm, I understand a little, very, very, very beginner. I don't know.
Okay, but I think you are doing great, because you are studying for only 6 months, so you already are speaking, and that's very nice, because for the most part of the students, they kind of still afraid of speaking, still afraid.
Yes.
And when you are afraid of speaking, you cannot unblock your conversation skills, because you have to practice that, you know and I think the most part of the student is start from the grammar. And I don't consider this the best way, because I think the best way is pretty much what you're doing right now, starting from the
Okay.
conversation, because in the conversation you can understand more vocabulary and apply the vocabulary in the grammar, understand, learn by doing the things. So you can use the vocabulary that you already have, and applying some sentence in order to discuss and have a conversation.
Okay.
But so congrats to you. But well, tell me more about your process of language and learning, because I think maybe I can help you with some tips and so on.
First, English is very important in business world, right? Is very important.
Absolutely.
Very important for language in the world today is complicated because I how can I say is and the courses in Brazil is focusing grammar, only grammar for years.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
I prefer to study alone because I movies, languages, and reading a books or translate a little,
Okay.
but is very important is a little in levels.
Yeah, to move some steps forward. Yeah, you're totally right. I think I see, from my experience, I think there is no a right way, absolutely right way, you know. Uh, but it's important to always to change the way that you are learning. Like, for example, focus first off in conversation, and then from the conversation, paying attention on the things, on the sentence of the use and of the grammar, and you try to, oh, I would like to use this kind of thing, this word. I would like to use that word. So you mechanically use the word, like, for example, let me see a word that I've known these days. Yeah, in my process, I used to, when I see a very interesting and useful word or sentence, I write, I take the note to use then. For example, remain. Remain is a word that I know how to use that. And I think it was interesting because, it's a very interesting word to use, useful as well. So sometimes the people and the students, think that things like this, the things going on like magically, like you are starting the process and, oh, now I know English, now I know, but it's not easy like this, because you cannot perceive the learning. The
Yes,
learning is very little, so it's very slow. It's very slow process. So you start and you have to do, day by day, do day by day, and we will be not aware. But I think one day you kind of, oh my God, now I got it. Like it blow your mind, like, oh, I know how to speak in English because now I can understand, and I can handle this, this world of language, the English
yes,
language. And yeah, it's one tip that I considered very interesting to use. And uh, of course, I've been having a lot of conversation on TNT. So, on TNT, I could apply the words that I know, so.
yes,
So I think it's that, I think you have now you found TNT and start to join more, and maybe because we have a lot of time, so you can schedule a lot and learn more. I think that's it in general.
yes. Okay, I understand. Is in your opinion, help you watching serials for in English, sometimes languages in Portuguese, and return in legends in English after watching no languages.
Well, in that case, I think it's more practice. You uh, you watch some not hard series, or even to watch cartoons. I think it's very important to cartoons because
Oh,
cartoons is is made for kids. So
yes.
because they are made for kids, the vocabulary is very easy.
Yes.
And the speaking is not fast. So you can watch short cartoons, just for fun, let me see in English, because
Okay,
you will start to watch cartoons, and then now I think I can watch something more, more advanced.
I understand.
I started from that, because another point is that I love to watch cartoons, since I was a teenager. I love to watch cartoons, so I start watching cartoons in English, only in English, without subtitles. And nowadays I can watch some movies and so on, and documentaries. But I think we have to start from the basic level, because there are some vocabularies and some sentence, and some, how can I say, some chunks in English that you have to understand first, and then to try to a more advanced stuff.
Oh, yes. Now I watching How I Met Your Mother is very easy
Okay.
language too, and friends,
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
yes, but I how can I say? I more cartoons is very good idea.
Yeah, because it's
Uh,
short, and you can, for example,
yes,
you can watch in 30 minutes, and or 15 minutes, very very fast, and you can understand and improve your English. It's important you are constantly in contact with the language. So
yes,
sometimes we don't have the time to watch a whole episode of a series. So you can use the cartoon to feel that,
yes,
time.
yes. I know, I understand.
Yeah, and another thing very good to learn, and I've been doing a lot, is to listen podcasts in English. Podcasts in English.
Mm,
Very,
okay.
very good. You know, there are so many podcasts very good that you can learn from, and they are awesome. I'm always changed since I started to study English. I'm always changing um, the podcast in order to change the vocabulary, change the accent. Because you can, because I think it's more or less natural that you start listening something, and very easily you can adapt, you stay adapted from that, and so you need to change, because is necessity, you challenge something more hard. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Change a
Um,
lot, that the skills change a lot, the way you are learning, because your brain, you're learning more from the changes.
yes.
Don't stay in your comfortable zone. That's the point.
Okay. American English is a little easy for British English. For me, British English is accent is very
Yeah,
very hard. But
yeah.
I think English British English is very beautiful. But I don't understand. I,
Yes, sounds British English sounds like a polite.
Yes,
It's
yes,
interesting.
yes, that's true.
Yeah,
And
but I think it's more easy for us because it's more easier the American English because I think it's we kind of born in contact with the American English because the American
yes,
English is spread all all of the world,
yes,
so
that's true.
it's more easy. But it's the same. I think you have to look for some content in England, American, in England English, and try, because I think because I think we can start from imitate some, some words and some accent and vocabulary as well. I think is that, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
we need to start from the imitate. I think in the beginning can looks like a very weird because it do not sound natural. You imitate another accent, but it's a way that we can learn more fast. Absolutely.
yes, I understand. Yes, in TNT have classes, and how can I say? Yes, for currency in TNT for beginners.
Yeah, we have curse. Yeah, we have courses, focus on beginning and intermediate and advanced, focused in make some tests in English and so on to get the certificate. Yeah, we have a lot of different courses, and if you want to check more, you can in details. You can surf on our website and see the information. But I think is the best point on TNT is that we have the environment to learn in group, so you can learn from the classes if you want. Of course, if you apply to study on the classes, and then you can practice on the group. I think is that this the awesome, the perfect way. You can learn and practice, learn and practice. I think
Okay,
you learn very fast doing that. It's a very natural process.
okay, yes. In next time, I I have a English class in TNT,
I
or
don't.
how can I say, next class in TNT.
Mhm.
I need conversation for more peoples, more persons.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
only teacher.
No. It's like we are doing right now, but with more people. It's the
Okay,
same. But on TNT, the script of the TNT is that we have a subject,
okay,
and we have 10 questions, and we split the people in rooms to answer the question. So we can answer like a natural conversation, like, what do you think about that? And we try to kind of stimulate the using of more vocabulary through different topics. For example, culture, you know,
nice, nice.
yeah, it's something that is very actual that happened in the world. A lot of things, self-improvement, a lot of different subjects to make the people feel, like, what do you like to eat, or if you move to another country, what do you think it could be or not, and so on, to stimulate of using more vocabulary. So we have 10 questions, and is more, you split the people in small rooms, and you can discuss in groups.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yeah, it's very good. And the most important thing, and I cannot forget to say is that, it's a very um, respectful place, so you can speak your level of English without judgment, because we have a lot of people with different background, and it's totally the people we are learning as well. So yeah, that's a very nice place.
Yes, yes. Very, very nice. Is very important because I person is, how can I say, vergonha in English.
Same.
Yes, que I lose it in conversation in levels for group.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because what you are doing right now is very brave, to be honest, because the most part of the people is a lot of afraid to face the conversation, like, and it's hard because it's something that, is very inner self that they have to overcome. So once you start to do that, once you do it for the first time, you can kind of untrigger your conversation like you are doing right now, conversation more and more, and try to see something. Oh, I will check that, but feeling comfortable in the learning.
Okay, yes. It is because I only watch in no practice is no.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can shape your language, shape your language means that you can see the things on TV, for example, or on something from something, and apply on conversation, and then you can, I think I commit a mistake, so I use in the next time I'll use different, you
Okay.
you stay more aware about your learn, not on the rush learning, and you don't know what's going on, you will shape your language, shape your learning, like I will use that, I want to use that. Oh, this is nice, it's very interesting, so I apply, and doing that. Let me check here the website. I don't know if you correct check that. I will send to you the link of the website, and you can at least understand more in details what we are doing, and how do we do that.
Okay.
Uh, I think our time is running out, but do you have other question or something like that, that you have to know,
No, no, no,
some questions?
no.
And
Only.
yeah, so keep practicing, Wander. I think you are doing very great, doing that, in learning and checking the ways that the question that you've made, it's very good, like what is the best way of learning. That's very nice, because means that you are understanding, the skills more or less, and you can apply. So that's very nice way. Keeping practicing attention or TNT meetings, I think you will like a lot, because it's a very good place, to be really, really honest. I've been learning a lot from it. My English, my whole English is basically a lot from this environment. Totally,
You,
totally.
your English is very, very good.
Many, and we are on the same page, because we are still learning, and I'm still learning. Sometimes, I'm studying a lot English, so but in the practice, I've been practice only on TNT, like in the beginning, I was practicing a lot.
Oh, nice. Very
So I
nice.
consider that's a very good place to learn. I consider it's the best place to learn, But of course, we are kind of small. We are still working on to make the platform bigger, to to bring more people, to develop the initiative and so on. But I think it's the best place of learning English ever that I ever know.
Yeah, I know.
So I sent you the link of the TNT conversations, and yeah, that's it. So you can see in details, surf and navigate on this website. And was a pleasure to meet you, Carlos. I hope to see you in on our meetings, on TNT. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, teacher. Pleasure to meet you too. Is thanks a lot for opportunity in conversation. Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
See you next.
Okay. See you and have a nice week. Okay.
Okay. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.